and you were watching it, what would you do next after the seeding had been complete? To give you a hint of where I'm going, let us say you take a small child and you say, I'm going to give you something amazing and beautiful. I'm going to put you in a library with the knowledge of everything. And you can then choose between the books. And then you go away and you say on the way out, oh, sorry, we never taught you to read. Thousands of books, and you can't touch them. You don't know what's in them. So would it make more sense to have a creation story accompanied then by teachings? And the scripture says nothing about that, nothing at all. So human beings are then given all of this and then left to fend for themselves. There is no teaching from the angel. Truly, scripture will tell you that the masters then came, and there were many of them. And through history and cultures, there were many of them. But the source that did the seeding, the angelic energy that had the force behind the creation story, simply left. And you were on your own, and then the stories began that you hear. But my story is different. It's more logical that the seeding occurred and teaching began. You cannot take that kind of a change, place it on humanity, and walk away. Instead, we told you that those who gave you the seeds that were those from what you call the seven sisters, they stayed and they began the teaching. Now the actual seeding began a long time ago. Very, very gradual, and much had to happen biologically before you got to a point where all were ready. And that was the 52,000 year point. There have been two cycles of the wobble of Earth involved in human's civilization, where you were there in a succinct enough way to create that which you have done. Everything leading up to 52,000 years ago was preparation. And then came Lemuria. And then came other places on the planet where you were being taught. Not just Lemuria, there was more. Lemuria was special because it was isolated. And that means it could last far, far longer without any kind of visitation in the 30,000 years that the Lemurians were Pleiadians and had Pleiadian teachers. So here we are. The teaching started when the seeding was complete. You're not going to get that in scripture. You're going to have a creation story, and then everybody's gone. That in itself, dear ones, does not make sense. It's not logical that God would put you in a place and give you this beautiful knowledge and then do nothing with it. No teaching, no instructions. It's almost like dark went to light, and then the angels disappeared. That's not even logical, dear ones. No, there was teaching. And the first things that were taught, the first things, with the teaching wheel with 5 spokes, was, who are you? That is what the Pleiadians wanted you to know, where you were from, what this was about, how it works. All the teaching was there. The teaching of the return to the middle, the teaching that you have God inside, and the seeds of those who are teaching you. That the angels came down in the Garden of Eden and had Adam and Eve and did what you heard that they did. Does it really make sense? They didn't say to both of them, and now you have what we have. And now you have that which is light in you. And now you have a piece of the Creator in you that we've just put in you. Use it wisely. Here are some hints. There was none of that that was given you. None of it. The truth is, we stayed and taught. The creative source, represented by the Pleiadians, stayed and taught. And we taught a long time. Doesn't make sense to give you the library without teaching you to read. And that's what we did. And the reason I'm telling you this is because you've lost something. And you need it back, and you need it back quickly. One of the most beautiful aspects that you were taught. The Pleiadian mothers, you call them the star mothers, the teachers, would sit. Beautiful information would come out, and they would tell the children. They would say, look at your mother, meaning the one who is the teacher, and they would say, I want you to gaze upon us because someday you will be us. We want you to gaze upon us from the stars because this is the lineage of Earth. We want you to gaze on us and see the beauty of the God that created you is in us and is in you. We want you to understand that you will always return to the center. No matter how many lives you think you have, no matter how long you live, that it goes both ways. You come and go from this planet, the center. You come and go because this is the system. You see, you always return to the creation, and then you go back, and then you come and you go. It's beautiful. It's a push-pull system, coming and going with the beauty of God inside. You are God. That was taught to the children. And they understood it. They understood it because they were looking at it. They saw it. The children became adults. The children's children learned the same thing. And off they went cautiously to be born yet again in other places on the planet to carry this message and carry this message and carry this message. And over civilizations, dear ones, with free choice, human nature and the efficiency of dark and light began to be changed. And you know what happened. With free choice, darkness was chosen over light. So many of the civilizations destroyed themselves because they didn't understand anymore than darkness. Those who understood and still had that full experience of God inside were put aside and beat up. There was too much power in the light, and the darkness knew it. And slowly, you have what is that which you grew up in, dear ones. Civilization after civilization created much the same light and dark ratio. The light was hidden, put aside. It's interesting, in every single civilization, something took place. Secret societies sprung up. And the secret societies had to hide the knowledge of God inside. But the darkness said, look, there's a secret society there. They must be doing evil things. There must be sorcery there. Don't go there. Don't believe it. The beginning of conspiracies. The beginning of darkness in every corner. The beginning of mistrust. Even those who had knowledge of God inside, the secret society, were called the devil. And the darkness always seemed to win because human beings would then believe the worst in everything. That defines dark energy. And the beauty of God inside was suppressed. It's almost like you had a piece of gold shining like the sun that was you. And over time, the dirt and the dust got on it, and the gold went away. And here you sit today with dusty gold. Now that's a metaphor for lack of self-worth. It's common. It's common not just with old souls, it's common for humans. For most of the humanity that has come and gone on this planet and reincarnated experienced this just like you did. That to say that perhaps you were God or you had any powers or you knew how consciousness would work would be a death sentence. Even the shamans, the ones who could make the magic, the ones that would be turned to change the weather, even they were in trouble all the time. Because if something didn't go exactly right, that they were blamed and often terminated. Some of you were them. You are your own ancients, and in that old soul, some of you were them. Some of you were born spiritual with knowledge, and as soon as you were able to grow up and walk, you were actually following the same path yet again. Never ever believing your parents, never ever going to certain kinds of religious structure and organizations. Others of you awakened later. But all of you have dusty gold. Lack of self-worth comes from lifetimes of not being believed, of having to cower in the dark. Some of you have awakened with the knowledge intuitively not to push the envelope of light, just to behave yourself. Don't come out of the closet too quickly or at all, because you might face it again. But even the ones who come out, even the ones who are teachers, even the ones who write the books, even the ones who sit in the chair and channel, have dusty gold. The truth was given to you, old soul, by those who seeded you. What you did with it, you get to look around and see. Morphed into rules, into negativity, into dysfunction, into many things. Even those who know the truth about the spoke of returning, about the original teaching, even if you know it, you've got dirty gold, dusty gold. In other words, in this room and listening to me, those humans who want to move forward so badly, those humans who say, yes, I'm seeing the light, still suffer from doubt, fear, and lack of self-worth. We know this. We know this. Now, I want you to cognize those words. Spirit, God, the creative source, anything you want to call it, knows of this issue and is ready to help you wipe away the dust so it can shine like the light. And all you have to do is start claiming it. And if you want something to imagine, if you want a visualization, use the one I've just given you. Old soul, you shine like the sun, like pure gold polished so you can see your face in it. And I want you to consider for a moment what it would be like to simply take your hand, even without a cloth, brush away the dirt, the tow, gold, the dust, and see in the gold in your face. See the reflection of your own face in that. And the metaphor for you as you do it will be brushing away doubt, brushing away that which is something that you can't really identify what's wrong inside when you don't believe in things. What's wrong inside when you don't want to come along with a program of beauty or benevolence or compassion. What's wrong inside? What is it that blocks you from believing some of the things that are presented? That's the dust on the gold. It's history telling you it's not real. It's history that's telling you it's dark. It's history that's giving you conspiracies against it. It's all that you've been through. And right now, this energy in the light, that gold is waiting for you to simply brush the dust away. And when you do it, even when you begin to do it, even if you consider it, things start to change. If you want to grasp some of the principles that are given here, why cry out? In this chair, in the many chairs for 28 years, if you're ready to go to the next level, it's time to brush away the dust. Because that will be the catalyst for everything you've asked for. Oh, depressed one, I know who's here. I know who's listening. It is so difficult for you to climb out of this thing. Unless you do something, we know the issue. God is not in a vacuum on the other side of some black veil. God is not judging you for what you've done or what you haven't done. Instead, God is there next to you, waiting and saying, brush it away, blow it away. Here's a cloth if you need it, but do it. And then you'll see who you are. Your face in the gold, the reflection of you, the image of love. The Pleiadian teachers taught the children that they were created in the image of love. That is the Creator. They were created in the image and the beauty of compassion. That is the Creator. That teaching is still with you. It's in your Akash. All you have to do is believe it and start brushing away the dirt, the dust, until you can see your reflection in it and say, I knew it. It's true. I am created in the image of love. Dear ones, this is going to be the major catalyst in this new energy for learning all the things you wish to learn. You cannot proceed much further and be in full and complete doubt of who you are. It doesn't happen quickly. It happens as slow or as fast as your past will allow it. Do you understand that? What have you experienced? What have you been taught? What has been drummed into you? For some, not much. For others, a lot. And so some will have to work harder at it. Oh, depressed one, I'm talking about you. But you have to know you have help. We're here. Spirit is here. Others around you are here to lift you out of this depression and come to a place, listen to me, where you will never have the dust again. You will not go into depression again. The cycle that you're experiencing and have experienced all your life is over. I'm talking to somebody here. I'm talking also to several who are listening. The cycle will stop when you take the dust away and you finally see yourself as worthy to be on the planet. Not just worthy, you've got stuff to do. How does it feel to know that that is still there? You don't have to reach anywhere for it. You don't have to go anywhere for it. You don't have to study for it. Just blow the dust away. And what you're going to see is the beauty that you are. It's so much easier to see love and love yourself when you're not looking into something you can't even see, a mirror that is so dark. How are you going to see yourself to even know who you are when you're looking at a mirror that has so much dirt on it? Brush it away. Start to see that mirror, that reflection, that gold of God in you. It never changed. Only history changed it. Only what you were told it changed it. And it's time to grow up and make your own decisions about who you are and what your relationship is to the universe, to the Creator, to the God inside. Oh, beautiful one. Oh, magnificent human being. I know what that reflection looks like. Go do it. It's time. And so it is.
Okay, so it is. Trying to remember something that came out in a meditation. It's like Ricky's book. I'm sorry. Just bear with me. I wish I would have put it down as soon as I saw it, but it was getting dark yesterday and I had to hurry up and pack up. It's so hard to remember what I saw. I think a lot of us are stuck in the regular chakra, and this is above your third eye and going up. And I feel like just like what he just said, our doubt is keeping us from thinking that there's anything above that. I don't know, this is super pretty. But there's definitely a lot above your source. I heard there was 27 dimensions, and that's what our creators considered number 27. And we're also stuck on just aligning our 7 new normal chakras. So I'm not able to climb any higher. Fucking doubt. Fuck doubt. Fuck fear.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching this. I wanted to tell you this is a little time sensitive.
I invite you, beautiful soul family, to close your eyes and focus your awareness inward. Just feel into what is happening with your body right now in this moment. How are things feeling for you? If there's any areas of discomfort, perhaps there is a beautiful message that is connected with that area of discomfort. So let us send a beautiful wave of gratitude and appreciation for the biology of our body that is constantly communicating and constantly coming up with solutions, because we are so loved by our body. We are so loved by our subconscious that wants us to survive and exist and be here for a very long time. And in that energy of gratitude and appreciation, let us now celebrate the beautiful, loving message that we are about to hear from the magnetic master called Crown.
Greetings, dear ones. I'm Cryon of Magnetic Service. We present a series, this is part 2, about compassion. We presented one already, we have defined it as we see it. And we're calling it the facets or the faces of 4 kinds of compassion. Now, some of them, as we continue this series, may surprise you. This is one. We've already covered the most common one, and that is compassion for others. And we've given you some of the elements to look at, and some of the things that are not compassionate that you think might be. This one is different. Before we tell you what it is, again, we wish to define compassion as we see it. Oh, dear ones, if I could really show it to you and paint it as a picture to you. Somehow, if I could share the feeling of it with you, especially this one, it would make all the difference. But all I have is words. Perhaps you will tune in to this channel and we can meld together. The definition of compassion as we see it is a connection to spirit. Connection to the mind of God, if you wish, if you can even conceive such a thing. That starts. A connection to the creative source that would give you a meld of energy that would allow for many things, but specifically a few. Open-heartedness, number 1. Number 2, a mature benevolence. Not just benevolence, a mature benevolence. And 3, an understanding of all that is before you. I'll say it again. It is connecting with the mind of the creative source to allow for a meld of energy that creates open-heartedness, mature benevolence, and full understanding. That would be pure compassion as we see it. And it applies to whatever you're looking at. And right now, this one, and the one I want to give you now, it's not the hardest. The hardest, perhaps, is the one to come. But it's different. And it's unexpected. And here it is. Can you have compassion
Oh, that's
for the
beautiful.
plan?
Oh my God, I'm trying so hard to see
Now, if
everything.
you have been with us before, you have heard me give channelings on the plan. Dear ones, there is a plan for your soul. There is a plan for this planet. It's all with free choice that you have as you come and go, and you come and go, and you come and go. But in this time, right now, as I speak to you, that plan is being fulfilled. And it started in 2012. I have talked about this before, the crossover, the point at which the energy started to shift. I'll get there in a minute. But let me just etch this into you now, so you understand what I mean about compassion for the plan. Let's say you're attending a memorial or a funeral, if you wish, for someone you have loved and lost. And in that seat where you sit, listening to whoever is giving that eulogy, or perhaps the story of their lives, or whatever, you've been there. Suddenly you're overwhelmed with the compassion, and you see that person. You see them coming back, young again, and laughing with the life before them, because they are coming back. You all come back. You all, listening right now, have had many lives. I am talking to old souls. That's the plan. When you're at that place where there's so much sorrow to so many, can you give compassion and benevolence and understanding and open-heartedness and a perception that's so different from any around you, seeing that loved one returning, rejuvenating, seeing them young again and happy and looking at you and saying, thank you for seeing the plan and not just the sorrow of one little life that you all live so short, come and go. Compassion for the plan, that's just one aspect of it. When you walk around and see the plan working, that plan, we have said before, is a beautiful, perfect plan of spirit, should you choose to go there, that would have eventually an enlightened earth, a luminosity, as you will hear sometimes, that you would have as you walk around as a light worker that sees far, far more of the plan than anyone else. And right now, as you sit there, I'm going to make a statement, so that again you'll hear it and you'll hear it and you'll hear it. Evil is not winning on this planet, regardless of what you think. It doesn't work that way anymore. Since 2012, you realize, do you not? You were not even supposed to be here. If you take a look at the prophecies of those who said that by this time, past the year 2000, 2012, there would have been another war. There wasn't. Did you notice? We have said this before. The plan is starting to work. Can you have compassion when you see the things you see? Can you understand and have an open heart and an understanding to know that all the ugly things were always there? They're just coming out of the woodwork, as they say. So you can now see them. How do you like your Congress right now? And you would say, I don't like what I'm seeing. They just fight a lot. Did you know that by exposing this in the way that has been exposed in the last month or so, you are starting to make up your mind what you don't want to see in this Congress of yours in the United States? Do you understand this? It's going to have a comeuppance. There's going to be a point at which you're not going to elect people who simply fight with each other. Are you aware of this? This is luminosity. It's light that's going to show up in a way that never did before. Are you seeing the biases that have happened, whether it's with genders or with police or whatever, starting to come to a head, and you're saying, we don't want this anymore. We don't want it. And we're going to work for whatever it takes, a decade or so. This is the plan. Can you have compassion for those who are working through it? Perhaps those who are losing their lives because of it. Can you look at all of that and go, this plan, I'm so pleased that we're starting to see all of these lives pay off. Finally, the plan is starting to come, so the light is starting to show. Don't be fooled. by the appearance that everything is falling apart, because it's not. It always was falling apart. That's why you were not going to be here. That's why you were going to have another world war, but you didn't, dear ones. Are you understanding this? Can you sit back and simply stop, look around? How many decades do you think that some in the clergy were abusing young boys? 50 years? 100 years? We've said this before. And how long has it simply been covered up? And now it's not. Don't you see? Suddenly there is responsibility. Suddenly there are things that are that you're seeing that were always there, and now they come to the surface. The plan is starting to work. All those things are starting to be seen. And you look around and you go, wow, there's this, and this is ugly, and this is horrible, and this is whatever. I'll tell you, that's what it looks like when the oil starts to come to the surface. And they start to separate instead of meld with the light and the dark. It's starting to separate itself, and you're starting to identify what you don't want on this planet. That's new, especially since 2012. Be aware, that's the plan. How compassionate can you be to those who are caught up in it and don't even realize it? Can you start to drop some of the worries and the fears and be compassionate for the plan? Because you're seeing a very slow turn of events. Light is starting to win. And as you start to see yourself solve these issues, really solve them, so they don't simply come back and come back and come back, you'll start to see what I mean. You're creating a better earth. I'd love you to hear this channel, or to tell others perhaps that what they perceive may not be totally what they think. Things may not be falling apart. They may be revealing themselves so that you, as a human race, can decide you don't like them and you're going to solve them.
Fuck yeah.
Compassion for the plan is with a mature heart. It's with mature benevolence. We've said that word several times. The maturity comes from you, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, having been on this planet, and starting to have a more mature consciousness of what you want and what you don't want. You know what's coming in the circle of 12, don't you? Because we're going to echo some of this when you sit in that chair. That'll come soon. Just a little bit. When we meditate together. And meditation, this meditation of the circle of 12 is where it starts to happen. And so it is. Hi everybody, thanks for watching this. I wanted to tell you this is a little time sensitive.
I invite you to take a deep breath and slowly, as you exhale, allow all the tension in your body to dissolve, melt away. And let us quiet the questioning logic and intellect of the mind. Let us gently talk to it. Say thank you for always being a part of me. And let's quietly move into that safe place that is always here for you. That safe place that reminds you that you are eternal, that you never had a beginning, and therefore you never can have an ending. You simply always exist. And in this beautiful place of infinite existence, let us acknowledge the wonderful messages that we can now receive from Cryon.
Greetings, dear ones. I am Cryon of Magnetic Service. Each time we come to you in this way, we are so aware of all who are listening. For many years, we have presented the channeling. And for many years, those channelings have been recorded and placed in places where you get them. And you get them for free, and anyone can listen to them at any time. This was what I asked my partner to do many, many years ago. And all the time that we have done this, I have told you this, that in a multi-dimensional state, it doesn't matter whether you're watching or listening to that which has been recorded or not. Because we are aware of the listener. Awareness of the listener. If you are listening or watching this, in a time that it was not broadcast, a year later, we see you there. We know you there. You're part of the family. We're always with you. You're never alone. The fact that you have given intent to listen to this in your now, it's our now as well. Your eyes are here, your ears are here, your consciousness is here. We have a compassion for this. This is the compassion of the creative source. We know you. So this is live, no matter when you listen to it, no matter when you see it. And that is what we always wanted to say to you, so you understand. It's the awareness we have of you as the listener. It makes it so profound. This is the last of 4 channelings on that which is compassion. Now, we may do some other compassionate kinds of explanations in the future, but these 4 are the ones we wish to give you at this time for you, for what's going on the planet right now. This is the 4th time I will give you that which is the definition of compassion as we see it, not the one you find in the dictionary. And even this description is filled with metaphors. Listen. Compassion is the connection with God, with Spirit, with the creative source. A connection that allows you to meld with the energy of open-heartedness, with mature benevolence, with understanding of everything that is. Again, with perhaps even more explanation. A connection with that which is the creative source. That in itself, critical is first. Connect to Spirit. And next, understand that that will allow you to have a complete and meld with things you don't normally meld with. Energy, open-heartedness. Perhaps some of you feel you're not necessarily that way. You would be if you connect. Open-heartedness, mature benevolence, not simply benevolence. Mature benevolence is that which comes from old souls which have seen it all and are arriving now at this time and understand what the difference is between simple benevolence and been there, done that benevolence, mature benevolence, and finally understanding of what you're seeing. That's a big one. There are so many who don't understand what they see because they only see it in 4D. And those who are multidimensional have a second sight and a third sight an understanding sight, and a peace that happens because of it. That's compassion. And the fourth compassion is this, something we've been teaching for years, and it's called compassionate action. Here is the premise. When you have compassion for any of the other three, number one, for others, number two, for the plan, number three, for yourself, what is the action that comes from that compassion? What do? Compassionate action is something that doesn't always happen. It's not automatic. There are many who simply have compassion. They feel certain things. They develop certain compassions, certain kinds of, I would say, perceptions around it, and that's it. And it stops there. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there's the rest of the story. If you have compassion for things, people, situations, for yourself, for the plan, what's next? What follows that we call compassionate action. What if there were really two parts to all compassions? And there is this, the understanding, the realization, you see it, and then you do something. Now that something that you do can be almost anything that is also compassionate. Let's give an example. You're compassionate to a person, and we rewind to the first lesson, the first facet, compassion to others. And we told you, it's not feeling sorry for them. It is not pity. You have that mind that is melding with spirit, and you have compassion for all that is them and what they're going through. Let's say they have lost someone. Let's say you see them and they're in their sorrow and crying, and you feel it right here, and you start to have immense compassion for their situation, for their souls, for them. What's next? How powerful are you? Do you think that you have a connection to spirit? Do you think you're listened to? I'll tell you, there are millions of us who are listening to you all of the time. When you pray to God, what you've been told that is, in the very linear 4D way, you have no idea. Every single time you open your heart to speak to spirit, we're there. So you see this person, and what do? What if you would put your hand on your heart, dear spirit, give this person peace and strength. I see them being hugged by God. I see them understanding more about what has happened and not having it affect them for the rest of their life. I see this mother who has lost their child. And I see that mother, perhaps, dear spirit, you will allow and send the energy of love so she is comforted. Nothing can eliminate that which has happened, but her reaction to it for the rest of her life can be mature benevolence, where she sees it and it doesn't control her or make her cry every time she thinks about it, but instead, dear spirit, let her feel loved and understand. And so your reaction then and your compassionate action is instantly to say a prayer. To say, dear spirit, give her love, send her love, so she can feel it. And maybe it goes further. Dear spirit, let this person find light in places that that person doesn't expect. You might see that there is an individual who hasn't lost anyone, but is always, always sorrowful. It happens. Always perhaps depressed. It happens. A person that can't really see light anywhere, and you have compassion for them, because every time you're with them, you think, I wish so much that they can improve. I wish for them, and I wish you could do more than that. Compassionate action is you going into that which you do so well, a connection with spirit, to help them balance. Dear Spirit, let them find that which I found. Put something in their path that they can't miss, like you did with me. Let them find it in their own time, with their own choices. But put things there so they can find peace where they don't have peace now. So they can understand that they don't have to worry all the time. Some of you have had these things put in your path. My partner has a name for it. It says, made you look. With free choice, you make the decision that says, what if there's more than I was told? What if all of these things, this strange idea of channeling, the strange ideas that the Spirit has a magnificent plan, all these, what if this had substance? Substance past what you were ever told by any spiritual leader on the planet. What if it goes further than that? What if you are magnificent? Then you say, oh, and it brings you here. And you start studying the things that will lengthen your life and heal your body. And then you turn and you see someone who hasn't got a clue. And you say, oh, if they only knew. If they only knew. And you'd have compassion. And now you start the prayer. Or the visualization, if you visualize, even the feeling. Dear creative source, I know you love this soul. Put something in their path to make them look. With free choice, if they will or not, and if they don't look the first time, do it again and again, so maybe they can see light and find the comfort that they can have, like you did with me. Like you did with me. Compassionate action. What if there is an action every time you feel compassion? When you feel compassion for the plan, which we told you about before, part of the 4, what would be the compassionate action? How about this? You drop into your heart. You say, Dear Spirit, thank you for all you put us through to bring us to this point where we're starting to climb that ladder by ourselves of enlightenment, starting to clean up our planet, our societies, our culture, very, very slowly. So there will be no more war. So we'll start to understand each other and how to work with each other better. Thank you for that. Could it be that compassionate action is thanks? Yes. Every single one of you can figure out what would be the action you would take that would be most compassionate after you have the compassion. Yes, this is advanced. That's why we presented it to you last. I hope you've understood these 4 areas, and if you have not, you can always listen to them again. These channelings on the Healing Wednesdays, the channelings will also be available for all to hear, not sequestered only to the membership. But you're hearing them first, and you're hearing them now, and in your real time. As I said, we know who's here. I'm crying in love with humanity.
Let's spend some time
Nope.
getting into
My
that
time.
timeless state of being in the now.
But I'm not sorry.
And the easiest way to do that is to just quiet our mind for a moment.
Oh my
And I
God. And
invite
then the
you
universe
to
hides the fucking remote.
close your eyes
Got jokes.
and let any
Big jokes.
thoughts you have floating
Yeah,
around in that beautiful brain of yours
Oh.
just dissolve away.
Oh.
We're just going to melt all of those.
It's so difficult. Fuck. The tube of youuuu. Oh my God. Like I just want to crawl under a rock and sleep. I'm so tired. Oh, who gifted me? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Is it a hoss? Fuck yeah. I used to have a dog, best dog ever. It was like a mastiff and I think collie. Oh my god, we don't even see collies anymore. That's so weird. I just thought about that. But oh my god, this dog was so fucking huge. Like when it was a puppy, trying to get it to like not knock my children down like daily, hourly, it was so hard. But I love that dog. Super cool dog. I love the name Haas. Good choice. No, we're okay. I just want music. Universe, give me some music. Oh my god. I had a really crazy day yesterday. I don't even freaking remember coming home. Mind you, there was like no drugging or
The
drinking.
universe, with its vast
I am
expanse
really
and
over it
mysterious
all.
workings, has
I'm
long
muting
captivated
you.
human imagination.
Mute. So I figure out how to put this music on. Yeah, I came home. I just went out to find an extension cord in my easel, and my God, I don't even remember coming home. I guess I was love and food drunk and a little on the emotional side. I had my husband's death anniversary was yesterday, so I went into the woods for the full day. But before that, I was around friends and comfort foods like crazy. And yeah, I must have came home so fucked up because my doors were like cracked open, so there was water all inside my car from raining since last night. I didn't wake up until 2. My shoes were still in the car. Like I had to walk in and had wet socks in the bed. Like, but I don't even really remember coming home. So I'm just blaming it all on like emotions and food and love for my friends because I was out of whack. I'm still like trying to process everything. I just quit. Fuck it. I had a beautiful couple days, and here I am. But I said to you, bear with me. I'm painting over canvases that were already painted and probably already painted again over. I will have some fresh canvas soon. I'm sure of it. I just funds have been a little low and all kinds of whopper jawed. So just bear with me. I'm just kind of fucking around, and because I don't know what else to do, all I do is ever paint. So I'm gonna just keep painting. Just keep painting. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But some of them are a little crazy and just fucking fuck shit, but it's alright. Earlier, I was trying to paint something I saw in my head yesterday while meditating. Like, all of us are so stuck on the fucking regular chakras. Like, and I remember this a few years ago. I had a 6-year-old hand me a piece of paper that he had painted on, and he was like, "Your aura is isn't the classic aura." And I was just like, "Oh my god, he's so fucking cute." And then I didn't really even think about it. And he handed me this painting, and it was just all kinds of different colors, and it looked like lightning bolts, and it was scribbled all over this page, and it was all these different colors. And I'm like, number one, I don't even remember having pearl paint or gold. Like, you guys know, I never had that. I always bitch about it. And this kid somehow he got these colors out on this paper, and I was just so like awed by his age that I never really even thought about the painting until later. But yesterday I just saw like an opening in my crown, and sorry, it makes me emotional. I'm just not thinking about it. We're so stuck on aligning these chakras that we already have, and I don't know about you guys, but I've aligned and aligned and aligned, and I'm not feeling like I feel like I should. And now I know why that was okay, because there's so much more above that. It doesn't just stop at the 7 because we're ascending. and there's different colors and there's different movement, and instead of just the regular spinning of your chakras, there's just all so much going on above your your third eye and your crown. And so I was trying to paint that earlier, that I just envisioned, like, instead of a lotus being at the root, like a lot of the stuff that I've learned, the lotus is always down here. I saw the lotus above my crown, and it just blew open, and then it was my own personal macabre. Uh, and then it blossomed into the sea of life. And I was trying to, like, remember it because it was getting dark, and I already have the stupid what are they called? The rena guys for the state parks. Yeah, they came and they were like, "Oh, you can't do this," because I always, some reason, feel like I can do what I want wherever I'm at, and most of the time I get away with it. But I had the wind blowing, so I parked my car on the opposite side so that it would block the wind. But I was way close to. I mean, I have 4-wheel drive. Come on, in a truck, and I knew what I was doing. But they probably seen I was, a girl, and they were like, "You can't park that close to the river." So I wasn't able to, like, put it all down. So earlier I was trying to, like, figure out what the fuck I was seeing. But I would suggest any of you that have worked really hard on your chakras to meditate on this and ask your higher self and source to guide you beyond that, because there's so much beyond just our regular fucking chakras that are down here. And if you're stuck and you feel complacent, like, I mean, I did. I felt so complacent this past couple of weeks and just stagnant as fuck. So, yep, there it is. I feel like there's so many more chakra alignments, and they're not the regular ones, man. They're doing more than spinning, and it's pretty. It's just pretty. And it felt really great to know that I am way beyond this body. Way beyond this body, and fuck this fucking earthly. Oh my god, this earthly vessel. I'm over it. Plus, I'm super sore. I did so much more, like, unpacking and packing and setting up my art stuff, and I think I did that 6 times, and I was only gone 2 days. Well, 3 days, and so I am so sore. I'm so over having this fucking body. Okay, with that, and like, was my 27th chapter. Yep. About the first betrayal bestowed upon me was being, told that this was it, not, our body, and that, and I believed it. We're so much more than this body. And I feel like, Cryon was, I call him Dad, so if you ever hear me saying Dad, it means Cryon. I don't have a dad. I tried to have 3 or so. They didn't come back with the bread or mom's cigarettes. So I kind of call him Dad as a joke, but he was talking about compassion. We give so much to everybody fucking else, always. Like, and even if it's just the dog or your home or anything, we just give compassion out constantly, but we never stop to give ourselves that same compassion. So be compassionate with yourself and realize that there's so much above your fucking crown chakra that most of us don't know about. And I was enlightened to that and saw it and was it, and it was super fucking cool. But I was a little drunk, like I said. I don't know where the fuck half my stuff is. It's in my truck, of course, probably. I hope I didn't leave any of it anywhere. I usually do that as well. I leave everything everywhere. Sorry, I have to say it. Like, anytime I've ever went, like, over to somebody's, like, as a date or something, I'm like, listen, if you're doing any kind of craziness, and I try to let them know that's not what I'm stuck on. It's just the fact that I leave shit everywhere. You're gonna get caught if you let me come over. You ain't supposed to. So, and then I smell really good all the time. So you can't get that smell out of your nose for long, let alone your house. But yeah, I leave shit everywhere. I'm so bad about it. My mom hated it. She always would bitch at me about everything. Like, that's why you never have anything. Half of it I really gave away. And underwear. Oh my god, my underwear. My mom was so mad because I never came home with my underwear. And I know she was probably thinking some fucking weird shit. But no, I hated them. So I would like take them off. I remember taking them off in Bayou City when we were shopping. Like, I couldn't stand them. So I learned how to rip the crotch off so that you wouldn't have to take both your legs put out of your pants. You could just fucking pull them out one leg. Oh my god, it was so stupid. God, she thought I think she finally busted me. Like, I did it at my friend's or her friend's house too many times. I'd be out playing and I'd be like, these are gross and I don't like them. And I'd run in and tear them up and stuff them down in her landlord's fucking waste can. And finally, my mom was like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, they're gross. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. But yeah, I still do it. I'm like, okay, you gotta wear underwear because of this. And I'm like, nope, they come off halfway through the day. So, yeah, I'm a weird one. Oh, I'm so exhausted. How are you guys? Josh, I see you. Much love to you. No, I'm not ignoring you, you little fucker. But I hope you're doing good. Everybody absolutely loved it. I'm still wearing it. I wore your necklace to my Friendsgiving, and they absolutely adored it. So I gave them all your name. Spread your name. I hope you don't mind. But they really liked it. Like the first thing they did was like flip it over, like I did, and we're really just blown away by the neatness of your backings. So I mean, at least I'm a walking advertisement, since that should count for something. Um, but yeah, they do like you. Anybody that's on here now, check Josh Krebs out on TikTok. He's got great, amazing jewelry made with love. So do that. I don't know what I'm doing. I've been trying to turn on the fucking music, but Dad and the rest of them keep wanting to interrupt. I'm gonna try to do that. And I'm just fuck around doodling. It says, oh, it says, whatever. Let me see. So weird. Oh, let me try that. Or maybe. Can you hear me? Like, because it keeps coming up across, like at the top, and it's like, you can't be heard. So I wasn't sure. Oh, fuck it. Well, why does it keep doing that? I see it every once in a while on a couple of my things. Maybe it's because I got the other one muted. I'm not sure. But yeah, creep away. I'm being weird over here, emotional and shit. But I just had such a couple crazy days, man. I was out of it. My whole truck, of course, is always a mess, but I couldn't find nothing. I was looking for my computer, like cord, and I don't ever misplace that. Everybody knows that. Like, and I had it somehow. It was underneath the seat, still plugged into an extension cord. I was like, oh my god! But found the shoes. I don't know how I got in the house because I have to walk over the flower garden because there's no flowers there, so it's completely muddy. And I was still in bed with my shoes on or with my socks on. Oh my god, shut up. You know what? And yeah, it's so your fault because every time I climb in my truck or I'm in my room and things are like out of whack, I could hear your voice behind me going, we need to get organized. Oh, but I so appreciate you because I do. I hear that in the back of my head, like, hey, you need to prioritize a little bit. because you're putting yourself through way more stress than you need to. So I do appreciate you, but it's kind of funny. It's like a dad, but you need to do this because you're fucking up. But no, I thank you for your patience, though, because sometimes I am so all over the place. I need like if my friend raves, I have roll out mats I now take to my friends who like don't want me to get shit everywhere. Oh, I make messes too, and I clean up well. I'm just sometimes I keep filling a little. I had to keep myself from buying more baskets or buying more stuff to put stuff in because then I just start spreading it out, and then it takes me forever to figure it out again. So I've limited myself to the little like crates and tubs and like, nope, you can only have 5 and that is it. And then if it doesn't fit in it, I make myself like either donate it or throw it away now. But I feel like that's just doing trash for so many years. Like I've done trash fairs at events for so many years that there's all this free shit. I have to learn how to just say no, I don't need that. What? Are you looking at me? My dog is giving me the side eye right now, like, yeah, I could barely fit in the truck and I'm only a chihuahua. Bite me. He's looking right at me. It's so funny. I love you, Remy. I'm gonna shut up though now because I want to hear music. I'm like losing it. Ugh. Man, I heard a fucking killer dirt wire the other day. That's what I was trying to find. I love dirt wire. I don't know what anybody says. Josh, you got any lives? Like, you got any live music? Any lives that you would suggest? I need new shit. I'm running out of like new shit. But I love live. Well, I love Dirtware, but I have to have live because of the platforms and all. Oh my god, man. That's too many devices. And this motherfucker keeps letting me use this. I don't even know why. I'm gonna quit using it. You know what? Fuck off. I'm not using you. Psst. Watch this one won't work either because I'm being a dick. She's running away, guys. And this phone, like, I came home and stepped on it. I was like, what the fuck? Because the whole time it was telling me it was with me and my friends. And so I totally trash, looking for fucking my phone. And I come home and it's on my floor. So Google, find your phone shit, fuck off. Because it lied. What? I'm not doing that. Freaking out. But this is me freaking out. See, and look, Dad's trying to come on again. I'm not fucking. I just want music. Sorry. Oh my god. This fucking guy. Oh my god, he made me cry. Yeah, this guy totally made me bawl my whole eyes out. He is fucking amazing. No, don't that. Okay. Get there at some point.
lighting up cigarettes in the 7th grade. It's what my mother taught. She was falling asleep, driving down 68. Drove just to get us fast. Pushing hard, got to escape. Tripping down on the steps of the local school bus, wishing I didn't have to go home. A van was heating the house, if our electric was on. I hope Dad left money for us, 'cause 3 days and I haven't had and I'm tired of being nice, I just don't have it inside me. I can't take more shit from you. And I have cut you out of my life. You love me when you need a high. I'm done spending my money on you. Oh, and if Dad was on, then boy, we were gone. Driving around this town. 'Cause we had peace of mind, but she couldn't find us. We're all constantly on the move. My whole life I've been running from you. Yeah, and I'm tired of being nice. Just don't have it inside me. I can't take more shit from you. And I have cut you out of my life. You love me when you need a high. Done spending my money on you. Yeah, I'm done now, and I'm through with you. And I'm through with you, yeah. Yeah, and I'm tired of being nice. I just don't have it inside me. Can't take much more shit from you. I have cut you out of my life. You love me when you need a high. Done spending my money on you. 'Cause I'm through with you. Fucking die, man. And I'm through with you. Fuck y'all. This weekend, I think I have to babysit Friday, but that's about it. I fail. If you're still there, I'm sorry. I zoned out. Sober. Emotional as fuck. I get lost inside my own head. Now and then I'm spaced out. I've got so much on my mind. So many thoughts are running me out of my own. Every day I feel it. Some sort of darkness moving in. And honey, I'm so sorry. If you ever find me cold and still, cut me down, just hold me. And won't you kiss me on my head? Nothing I've ever done is to hurt you. Your love's the only thing that's held. I can hear all them whispering pines in that sweet feel of a perfect moonlight. Who I see out through the blind, so warm with a smile. The shadow always lingers. It's come creeping round the bend. It's been waiting just to hold me. Just to hold me and move. But how can I leave me be? Your love's the only thing to help. I swear my pocket watch is closing. It's sending me to hell. I can hear all them whispering pines in that sweet feel of a perfect moonlight. Who I see out through the blind, so warm with a smile. I'm looking out my window, still wishing I was sober.
You guys hate me when I watch this. I don't make it this time.
All the stars and you here sleeping by my side. And when the morning comes, we'll be alive with the ones that throw their stones so far behind. Why is it so hard to believe that we could have everything? We could have everything. I've been waiting here patiently, and they've been slowly killing me. They're taking out the best of me. And oh, I really wanna see tonight all the stars and you here sleeping by my side. And when the morning comes, we'll be alive with the ones that throw their stones so far behind. Thank you very much. Sorry, I dropped a little apparatus before that tune. Gonna get to it. And I don't know why I can't keep you by my side, no matter how hard I try. And every day in this house alone I hide sweet dreams suicide. I've lost all faith in sex and love. Hell below and heaven above. We keep ourselves high just to be satisfied as we watch as our lives pass us by. Carry the weight. Let's try to help each other. Let's keep our feet on the ground. 'Cause we'll get taken away by loved one's secret. She lines us up to shoot us down. I've lost all faith in sex and love. Hell below and heaven above. Keep ourselves high just to be satisfied as we watch as our lives pass us by.
Aaron Cordell, will you bring me that fucking table? Aaron Cordell, everyone. And there's a bunch of people behind you that you can't see that are enjoying this evening with us. So I'm glad to have some friends. Thank you. That's Aaron Cordell. You can Venmo him money at Drummond Man. Something. Mine will be on the screen right here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it here, and then we're gonna do it here, and then once right here. Send me your money. It's been a rough time during quarantine. I have a new record coming out August 14th on Old Boy Records. Songs on it. All right. Yep.
The cracks out in the sidewalk hold the memories I keep. Your name is on my finger, where a wedding band could be. And these white lines, they keep me moving till I'm forced to get some sleep. I pray to God that I wake up with
you lying next to me. But I know I'm gonna wake up in a puddle of my tears, forced to realize you're gone for good. And I'm sorry that I stole from you so many of those years. I swear I'd give them back, girl, if I could. I've been hiding out in these barrooms where no one knows my name. I find myself a corner and I drink away my shame. With a want so bad to call you, though I know it's a mistake. I hope that I am on your mind if you're lying there awake. But I know I'm gonna wake up in a puddle of my tears, forced to realize you're gone for good. And I'm sorry that I stole from you so many of those years. I swear I'd give them back, girl, if I could. And I know I'm gonna wake up in a puddle of my tears, forced to realize you're gone for good. And I'm sorry that I stole from you so many of your years. I swear I'd give them back, girl, if I could. And I'm sad you're gone for good. Thank you, thank you. Oh, all of a sudden the crowd shows up. Look at that. I want to thank Jewel City Barbershop for letting us do this in here in Huntington, West Virginia tonight. Some good friends of mine. I want to thank them for joining me and being a part of this with me. I'm going to continue to sing some songs. Suicidal Saturday night for everyone. The things we did we knew weren't right, just for fun. Had us flying through Kentucky and fleeing fast from Tennessee. Yeah, we made a lot of money, made a lot more enemies. No one said that this was gonna be easy. We've been dying since the day we were born. I don't know why I thought that it would be easy being criminals on the run. We should take some time and find our way back home. Never thought that we'd see the day, but boy did it come. Before they even knew we were missing, brother, we were long gone. We were flying through Kentucky and fleeing fast from Tennessee. Yeah, we made a lot of money, made a lot more enemies. No one said that this was gonna be easy. We've been dying since the day we were born. I don't know why I thought it'd ever be easy being criminals on the run. We should take some time and find our way back home. No one said that this was gonna be easy. We've been dying since the day we were born. I don't know why I thought that it would be easy being criminals on the run. I'm glad we made the time and we found our way back home. Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone now? Got a bad desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is he good to you? Can he do to you those things that I do? Oh, no. I can make you high. Oh, I'm on fire. Sometimes it's like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull, cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my skull. Yeah, at night I wake up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head, and you can cool my desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I'm on fire. Yeah, everybody. Just in case you didn't catch it, my PayPal is right here, and it's there, and it's there. It's all around us. Thanks for tuning in again. Cheers, drink with going way back. You're always gonna leave thinking I'm wrong. You can kick me while I'm down if you want. I can see now why you're always on your own. When loneliness is all you've ever known, my friend, this war you'll fight alone. Your discomfort will not change the way I live. You should find it in your heart, try to forgive. I'm not asking you to like the way it is. Her love was never yours to give. And I've got her. And she's got me. And we make it work. So no one can say thank you very much for listening. Yeah, thanks again for everyone watching, listening, and watching. Almost felt you touching me just now. Oh, I know which way to turn and go. I feel so good, then I feel so bad. I wonder what I ought to do. If I could only fly, if I could only fly, I'd bid this place goodbye to come and be with you. But I can hardly stand, and I've got nowhere to run. Just another sinking sun. One more lonely night. The wind keeps blowing somewhere every day. Tell me things get better somewhere up the way. Just dismal thinking on this dismal day. All these sad songs that I can bear. If I could only fly, if I could only fly, I'd bid this place goodbye to come and be with you. But I can hardly stand, and I've got nowhere to run. Just another sinking sun. One more lonely night. You know, sometimes I write happy songs, and some little thing goes wrong, but I hope they all will make you smile. I'm coming home soon and I'd love to stay. Maybe we can somehow find a way.
I need to go pillage
I
for
can
food.
take you with
I
me
will be back.
when I go home again. If I could only fly, if you could only fly, if we could all, there'd be no more love.